And by doing that, you put the Farsa in extra trouble. You have a Black Dragon in the skies. So if that's an Eve, what do you put in light?
Kalea Gatot.
Does it have to be Kalea?
Kalea Hylas Gatot.
In terms of the picks that we've seen, so Kimmy, as expected, the Mathilda will not work here. So yeah,
Wow, Eve gets snubbed.
Yeah.
My mission is to
They go for the high loss.
I lost. Interesting that they want to go. All right. So yes, like you mentioned before in Game 3, we were looking for bridges, right? And Kimmy did inevitably get banned in that game as well. So this time round, Yue really has to do a lot of good work here. Because again, you're facing up Farce Cho in the lane itself, which is hard enough. Luckily, this time, Light can't get punished that hard on the high loss.
So the last pick here, it's going to be going to the EXP lane. What's Cram going to end up with? Usually we've seen some teams just pack up the Uranus and just go, yeah, let's just have a body to hold. But then the Kimmy, the Granger, the Yuzon, because Uranus is one of those guys that really don't care. He's like, okay, I'm just going to be here, sandbag, it's fine.
Just needs to shred, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Works as well. I like this a lot because now Fredrin is going to struggle to fight for these neutrals.
Aurora force a game number 5. We are getting closer to history with Mirko and Naisu to help tell the story.
Welcome.
I would be trembling as well, going against the Patrick Star in a potentially last match here.
Oh my God, it's him. It's him.
What better way to get to the grand final for the first time for Malaysia with that skin, best skin in the game. Now Mirko.
Oh my God, Skies, no way. This is dirty. Dirty, you pick up the glue and you go level 1 invade. Hume's gonna go for it as well. He's gonna bait out the Retribution. Demon Cat with the Retri already. They don't know it's happening. Grand Theft Orange level 1. Skies gets stunned up by Light. So at least there's a bit of, oh my God.
He's able to get away.
Okay, okay. But now what happens? Where does Demon Kite go? Because he's cooked either way. He just goes lethal. He knows he's cooked. There's no orange buff.
He knows it, so he's going to go ahead and just keep things under control, right? He's just going to go ahead and just admit, all right, I lost my orange buff. I'll let it be. Sakai's, though, great start. You know, going into Demon Kite's jungle, you can expect that. Again, this is kind of what you want to do anyway. You're the YSS, you're moving a little bit faster than the Fredrin, and you're just going to have to deal with it. So Aurora Gaming, with this kind of lineup, as we look at the emblems here, this is something similar to what we've seen in the past, right? This combination with the Fredrin and the Kimmy specifically works really great. The traction pulse, plus the amount of crowd control that this lineup has. Also, mind you, the Yuzhong first pick, the priority here for Edward, could change these early skirmishes that might even break out before the first turtle. As you can see, just how much focus right now is allowing Demon Kite to get his side of the jungle after losing that orange buff.
Yeah, but Skies, this is a 3-buff start. He might be level 5 by the time the turtle spawns here. He hasn't even taken the green caps up top. Yeah, he's taking it slow. Doesn't look like they're in any rush. Domeng, wow, over 1v1 over on Innocent, but this could be the gank up top with the Mountain Shocker as well. Domeng, did he make the wrong call? It's a free kill on Skies. Almost a trade, but Innocent stands tall.
Okay, he stands tall. The fight for the turtle, they're going to go for it anyway.
What?
Whoa! Edward is slain by Stormy. Yes, they'll get the turtle for Aurora Gaming, but you lost 2 in the exchange.
Make it 3 if the purple buff counts as well. Skies with Rectory, and he gets it despite it being a bit short.
What just happened? I mean, the aggression from Domeng Kite, maybe he just wanted to go for the solo kill, but then, you know, with a flicker down, by the way, he then gets caught in the lane. They make a play up top. I'm surprised at how fast Edward even went down, but that's the damage like this from Stormy.
Uh-oh, the pullback into feathered airstrike range. Edward 0-0.
Dude, Stormy is locked in. He got his Farsa. The Prodigy right now on this pick is just making it happen. 2-0 right now early on. You're scaling already in good control of the early game. SRG has everything happening across the map. Think about it. It started in the jungle with Sakai's taking the buff, continuously putting pressure on Demon Kite. You're winning the lane up top. You're winning bottom. Here we go again. Oh, Edward.
Great read on the Fierce Dive, but again, it's going to be the all-in onto him. 0-3 is it, Edward? Will fall again. The turret juggle is perfect from Selangor Red Giants, and they've taken the dragon out of the equation.
The Dragon, Agent Zero, Mr. Consistent, throw all the names out there. SRG is handling him. Innocent might be next.
Traction pulse, now to Purify out. Glorious Pathway coming down as Innocent pops into the Mon Force, but he's going to be stunned up, and that's going to be the JCC for Domeng to at least get a kill back, but look at the turret down below. SRG took it.
They had to get something, man. Aurora Gaming Philippines cannot let this continue to happen on all fronts of the map. And so at least they make a play there. They have to go ahead and kind of slow this down. The Giants literally are already coming into this game, trampling around, taking what they want, and they continue to do so. Edward's gonna have to play catch up.
Whoa.
Oh man, he's got a bottom.
Oh my goodness. Look at that Stormy.
All right.
Lakers in, what a risk taker.
He's risk taking because he's ahead like the way he is, man. Fight for the turtle.
Cram's gonna go in. That's the way the Dragon is zoning him away, and the mount down as well from Patrick, aka Cram. It's an all-in over on Demon Kai. Big bomb on Yums. Domeng able to get the shot down. Traction pulls. Cram pulled back in, and he's gonna go down to Yue.
Oh, Edward. All right, he pops the Black Dragon for him, but I don't think there's gonna be any follow through, just checking things out. They want to go ahead and get this extra gold off this top turret. So with that, that's a great swing back in favor of Aurora Gaming Philippines, but it's not in there entirely just yet. But that will be some crucial gold and pickups that they needed to go in the right hands here.
Gold's back to level on the board. Domeng Kai with the gold crab here. Certainly it will be, whoa! 1,000 gold lead for Domeng Kai in the gold lane.
Dude, he knows that he's going to be a big part of turning this around. Look at that early first item. Chastised Pauldron picked up now for Demon Kite. Starlium Scythe over here for Innocent.
Whoa.
And this, oh no, Yums.
Jikudo on the way to Dragon now. Over on Domeng for the air shake coming down. The lethal ignition is taken, and Yums takes him out. That 1,000 gold lead was too much. SRG said no.
No, not today. Yums, I gotta say, man, his play-making ability throughout this series have been so good. Edward, okay, he's gonna get away. But look at this, tier 2 turret.
Oh my God.
Nearly gonna be knocked down. Actually will fall here, and RORA will lose more crucial real estate on the map right now. This kind of lineup too needs some time to cook, but SRG's not giving them that many opportunities. Oh, Glorious Pathway just to force Stormy out of here, man. Stormy, like I said, I don't know what he had for breakfast today, but he is locked in throughout the series. And even though he's 2-0, I mean, think about how much damage he's doing. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to see the damage meter just yet, but he's definitely at the top. Feathered Iron Strikes are hurting. There is a Sky Piercer now locked in for Domeng Kai. Much earlier this time in this game than the last one. So we'll see if he's able to build up the stacks that he needs here.
It really is going to be all on Domeng and Yue. Because Demon Kite with the Chastised Pauldron, you know exactly what's going to happen here. They're all just going to be peeling for the backliners. The thing is, though, SRG can attack from so many different angles, and your front line is going to be brought to SRG's burst or away from the backliners of RORA. Yums in the front, Demon Kite with a two-man taunt now onto Cram and Yums, but it's Cram popping into pass, now goes in for the slam. Over on Demon Kite, puts the stacks on him. Remember, he can go for the mount down on him. So that's a big problem. Black Dragon form already used. Turtle gonna be very, very low, but Cram pops in a pass again. Sky's gonna be zoned away by the Black Dragon form as Yums rotates over. Appraiser's round with Retribution secures the Turtle. But it seems SRG don't even want to fight.
That's quite interesting that they didn't want to. I guess they just didn't have the favored position that they wanted, because they definitely could have started the fight, but they end up giving over that Turtle, essentially allowing Aurora Gaming Philippines to buy a little more time. The purple buff is up. Yums is there providing that information, but they'll actually be able to secure this one. Demon Kite getting a little bit more tanky. Now Glorious Pathway dropped down. They're gonna chase down Stormy.
No flicker earlier, the peel coming through, but Stormy's gonna be gunned down by Yue. And now it's Cram looking for the play onto Light. Not gonna happen. Innocent in the bottom lane.
Okay. Right now, Aurora Gaming Philippines is choosing these little ones across the map, giving Demon Kite some confidence to go ahead and start invading this side of the jungle if he can, forcing Sakai's back. It looks like they go for it. Yums in trouble, can't get away, it's too much. Crowd control, and there you go, a kill going to Domeng Kite.
Big stack. It's just 10, but it's a build right now for RORA. It's a slow build for them. If they can constantly get these small wins, it will build up. That 10 stacks will help him execute even more, and the gold lead now is back to 1,000 between the gold laners, despite the fact that Innocent was sent down below to soak in as much farm as possible.
Yeah, oh man. You can see this too. It just the way that things started for SRG is not the case anymore. Aurora Gaming Philippines really itemized for that. They now got a couple of defensive magic items as well. Aegis over here for Edward. He's dealt with the brunt of the early game struggles, so he's going to be able to survive some of that damage from Stormy, and then also you have the Radiant Armor now for Demon Kite too. So, and a Malefic Roar over for Domain Kite. So that's why his damage is starting to be felt by those front lines, especially when Yums tries to set things up, or Cram, for example. So it's a good adjustment for Aurora Gaming. They still have a lot to cover. Wow, look at the... This is what I'm talking about, man. After that Malefic Roar was picked up, even Cram has to be a little careful in how he approaches this.
Yeah, okay, so Cram only has the Cursed Helmet and the Brute Force Breastplate, so now we understand why it's doing so much damage. There's literally only a Brute Force Breastplate with, again, minimal physical defense versus the Malefic Roar of the Granger. Domain Kite in this position. Divine Blade picked up, though, for Stormy.
Okay, Lord's up here, half health right now. Cram making his way as well. SRG and full force, Traction Pulse.
Only on Cram, slam, pass, and for the airstrike coming down to the UA right there, but he's able to escape. Now as the sun comes in and Domain is able to get the shot down. Petrify in the Pierce time now. Sky's going to be able to get the peel from Yum. He's able to go for the Traces now as Innocent jumps around with his Amon Force on Light.
Oh, Light's going to be in trouble. He's trying to get away with the rest of the team. They're so low here, but Cram leading the charge. Does Yum go forward? No. They traded out again. As Stormy went down, Lord secured though by Aurora Gaming Philippines, and another stack to Domain Kite.
I've never seen a Dragon go 0-3 and be this useful, bro. Edward is having an amazing performance despite the early deaths. Yes, it looks bad in KD, but over the course of the last 3 team fights, he's been more useful than Cram on the glue, which is surprising.
That is the nature of XP laners. Glorious Pathway dropped down. Okay, Demon Kite won't catch him with the Energy Eruption, but as I was saying, man, the XP laners, that's their job. I feel like they are the ones getting pushed around, beat up a lot in these matches, but still, the use of them is really what it comes down to. So even if you have a rough start, you can still be quite useful for a team. This Lord's going to go ahead and charge in up top. A good check with that Feathered Airstrike. So that turret actually might not go down unless that... Okay, that Lord doesn't get that last swing in. So not too much off the Lord. But what it does do, essentially, is allow Aurora Gaming this window. They might even just go for a Tier 1 turret as they do. They know they don't want to take these fights just yet. It's more so about opening the map, getting that real estate to move around the map.
3 turrets left and right. Aurora Gaming Philippines really punishing Selangor Red Giants for, I would say, hesitating a couple of times during the turtle fights. Again, not wanting to go in, not wanting to take the risk, wanting to build on their lead further instead. And it has only given Aurora more time to scale up. With a Granger and a Kimmy, that's a problem. And again, SRG, even if Cram goes for the mount down now, they don't actually have enough damage to burst through the Fredrin.
This is why the power spikes are always so important. Oh, whoa.
Skies? What? Walks up alone and he gets caught for it. Everything used. Fury Side Petrify a taunt as well. What was... Did he just get the wrong info? Why was Skies there?
I don't know if he just didn't have the info. Yeah, he went in, getting caught blind here. He's going to lose his purple buff.
Oh my god. Still able to get out with his Amon Force, but that's a big ultimate burn down as Cram goes in over on Demon Kite, but there's again not enough damage to take the Fredrin down, and Edward is now picking up turrets on the right. Tier 2 falling for free.
Being useful as can be. He also has a Chastised Pauldron now too. So he's got his grounds covered a little bit. Little Feathered Airstrike drop down. They want this Tier 2 turret.
Get canceled by Light on the Feather Airstrike in the bottom lane. It's a 1v1 between the XP laners. But again, in the mid lane, it is a free turret to Aurora. They just keep on getting these freebies.
Mirko, it's surgical is what Aurora Gaming Philippines is doing. They knew they had to play from behind, especially in the early game. They've made the adjustments up to this point. They put themselves in a very good position to go ahead and take this Lord and start marching it towards a potential Game 5. It's still early. SRG can still turn a fight around. They have everything they need. You can see the positioning here. It's all about that target acquisition. Light's going to go ahead and spot them out, so that's not going to happen for SRG. The fight for the space around the Lord is going to break out here. Half health right now for this Lord.
Stormy is still in the mid lane, though. He's trying to deal with the wave in the bottom lane, but I feel like that wave is going to push back anyways.
What's going to do here?
Right, so yeah, he ends up just having to rotate, but he's going to be late. Gives with the wave of the Dragon, locking him down. Skies goes in, but the Petrify locks him out, and one! steals the Lord, and he goes on Skies now. He's able to get the Rose Gold in time, but Edward wants the 1v1 and Skies? Traceless isn't forward. Yu is gonna go for the chase in Skies. He's trapped all alone against 3. It'll be Edward who walks up and he gets the kill onto Skies.
Skies goes down, Yums as well, and Edwards secures the Lord. And now Aurora Gaming Philippines with a massive swing in favor will head to the base of SRG. They still have a great defense, but can they keep it together?
Let's see, the feather airstrike coming down on UA. He's able to flick around on the Glorious Pathway as Light gets mounted down and brought back into the Crystal, but Innocent's holding it.
And they go, Light in trouble, Palm to revitalize, they still have to fight. Yums is back up.
Innocent doing so much damage, Light's gonna be taken down. Cram again now, solo, Domain, looking for a shot, can't find the last one, Yums. G-Kundo forward. Selangor Red Giants defend their base, but it costed them 2 big structures.
It was messy and bloody, but still SRG will stay in this game. They lost a lot of the base turrets, holding on to just 1. But Aurora Gaming Philippines just showing, you know, if they want to go for a fight, they're able to go ahead and take it. If they want to find the round, the objectives now, they can take that as well. More physical defense here for Demon Kite. He's been nearly unkillable. Yeah, he lost some of his jungle in the early game, but there's been no answer to deal with Demon Kite. Edward as well, he's got defensive items enough now to just kind of throw himself forward, and that is all allowing Demon Kite the space. Oh, there's the energy eruption.
Oh no, Cram's gonna be left all alone. He pops in a pass and flickers out. That means it's 2 battle spells, Naisu.
Yeah.
Down.
2 battle spells out of the equation right now. Now they still have plenty of time before that Lord comes up, so those battle spells should be available, but the cooldowns on the ultimates are going to come up faster. You can count on Aurora Gaming Philippines to try to potentially get a pick off. You can see the difference here between the lanes. A Holy Crystal now online and available for UA, so he is going to hurt even more. But look at the difference of the gold lane. Innocent has definitely struggled on this Harith pick in being able to be utilized with the fights. Mostly dropping down the Zaman Force in these fights, trying to turn the tide, but it just seems like a big portion of the damage has been pretty much handled with defensive items. Yums providing that vision on Light. Just gonna check things out. They want to go ahead and take this purple buff.
And the control is gone for Selangor Red Giants. It's Aurora Gaming Philippines who are occupying the map. The map's blue. The 16-minute mark of game number 4. From the start, it really looked like, okay, it was gonna be Selangor Red Giants' game for sure, right? A level 1 orange buff take. Oh, but their airstrike onto Domeng. Now Sky's gonna go for the chase as well. An instant flicker from Domeng. He saw the invisible Cho and he reacted. Now that's an even bigger spell to lose out before a Lord fight. Your main man.
Oh man, that's actually big to not have that flicker available. And you can't just wait a minute and a half for it to be back up. Nope. So now Domeng Kite, they're going to be pressured into this fight once again. Where's Yums and Sakai going to go here? Light is also on this part of the map.
Stormy
going to get caught here. He's going to, oh, is Light going to actually go for the stun?
He's going to go for the stun. Where does Stormy go? He's able to flicker out, but again, that's what they were looking for. They were only just trying to look for the flicker. It was just a feint. It was a threat right there.
They're like, Domeng Kite doesn't have his, now Stormy doesn't have his flicker.
Yes, sir.
It's fine.
Now it's level.
Oh, right now, though, Lord still up, half health. Demon Kite holding it up alongside Krem. What are they going to do here? Stormy as well, joining the fight. Sakai's still off on the wings in the mid lane. They're going to have to force something here.
Black Dragon form as well. Demon Kite still holding on to the Lord. This looks really, really good. Again, the zoning coming in from Edward as he jumps in with the Petrify as well. It's an all-in over the skies as Krem's able to survive, and he goes in for the meltdown.
Edward gets kicked, but he goes to the back line.
Edward will fall. That's Yums on the G-Kundo, and the Feather Air's trying to follow it through Yums. Able to flick around, Light pops in to revitalize. And Aurora got what they sought out for. They got the Lord.
As I said, both XP laners are the punching bags for the teams here, as is. They both go down, they're both traded out, but Aurora Gaming Philippines gets the advantage. Lord making its way down that mid lane as Yums takes the flying cloud, and now SRG on the defense. Can they clear this out once more?
Man, that traction pulse force Innocent to go for the Zaman Force, and now it's going to be big again. Innocent going to be caught in the taunt, has to purify out of it. The mobilization used as well. Yums in the back line, able to go for the amount of shocker landing on Light. Yums cancel out by the taunt of Demon Kite, and a big bomb with the Appraiser's Wrath to shut him down.
A great attempt from Yums to make something happen, but it still does allow SRG into the game, and they haven't lost the last base turret just yet. Can they clear this out still? Aurora Gaming Philippines might still look to punch it in.
The pace is down to half HP. Skies' Rose Gold Meteor gets procced by Domenkite on the Granger. And now that he has Flicker, I don't think Selangor Red Giants can get to him, dude.
Ooh, Domenkite has all the space in the world to work with too, man. I gotta say, Aurora Gaming Philippines has done a great job at providing that space and protecting and peeling for Domenkite. This is now and has been a game of resources, right? The battle spells, the ultimates on both sides, but SRG is still showing that even at this point, almost 20 minutes into this game 4, that there's still potential for them to turn around these team fights. It's more so not having all those battle spells down or those ultimates used too early on. This purple buff is going to be taken over. Sakai knows that he's not going to see this for a while, so it's more so of just what can they get? What can they get around the map? How can they continue to build up? Nearly item locked over on both sides. Still working on some of those last items, but man, you gotta respect what SRG's lineup is still capable of doing here.
Immortality for Yum, so he wants to go for more of those plays, but this time he's just like, even if I don't get it, I want to bait more resources. I want to make Aurora Gaming Philippines think a bit more. And again, for Aurora Gaming Philippines right now, the advantage that they got, the turret up top, it's so unfortunate that the Lord has spawned the top twice now. So again, they can't really utilize the far lane. Selangor Red Giants can still clear it out. It's just Stormy needs to be decisive, brother.
Yeah.
Last time, he went bottom lane, even though it was going to push back to Aurora Gaming Philippines, and that's why Aurora punished instantly.
And I mean, look at this, like, almost expect Aurora to potentially try to catch Stormy, or if it just means another flicker being used. Because obviously with this Lord being evolved, it's going to take a little bit longer for this dance to kind of break out here, but Aurora is going to get in position, and SRG will go ahead and clear out that bottom wave. They got to manage these waves and get ready to fight. A Divine Glaive picked up for Cram here. Nearly half health on the Lord. Once again, very similar positioning.
8-3-4 stacks.
8-3-4 stacks for Domenkite right now.
Yeah, those bullets are not going to run out, man.
Whoa.
Oh my god, he gets away the dragon! Straight into the mountain chugger, Skies! What a timing by Skies!
Domenkite is gone and the fight still breaks out. Stormy falls too!
Innocent still able to survive right now. UA goes in and it's going to be Demon Kite going up over on Yums. Going for the stab and Yums will fall on Demon Kite!
And they're still going. Cram separated from the team on the run, and Aurora's going to hunt him down.
Prime, can he run? He takes a turret shot. UA is getting him down, and it will be a slow, painful death, and he falls in the end. Skies in the mid lane trying to save this game. He clears out the wave. What do Aurora do? They see a wave up top.
They've got a wave up top to walk in, and Sakai's is left alone for a little bit longer. Aurora, can they end it here?
Mountain Shocker coming down, Light unable to get the stun. UA in the mid lane already clearing it out, but there's a big wave up top that's going to be used. No glorious pathway. Skies able to trace this away. Pops in Mountain Shocker. Now again, it's going to be Sky. Chase CC down. He buys the immortality, but the base is wide open, and Aurora Gaming Philippines will take us to a game 5.
We wouldn't have it